Third straight year, the Dragons and the Purples will meet. The starting lineups for Bowling Green goes as follows. Number 10, KHSAA. Number 12, Nakarius Fant. Number 15, the senior Darion Simmons. The senior guard, number 22, Scooter Hollis. And the senior center, number 32, Jalen Hunter. And, you look down at our game notes, Hunter had 2 double-doubles against Warren Central this year. The last one was a big one. Had 15 points, 13 boards in the district final.
Especially in that second half. He really took over a lot in that game, and a lot of offensive rebounds there in that last ball game as well.
Absolutely. Now for the Dragons, they're starting 5. Number 0, the senior guard, Donovan Hazel. Sophomore forward, number 13, Byron Carver. Senior guard, number 20, Norman Johnson Jr. Junior guard, number 22, Nathaniel Walker. And rounding out the 5 for the Dragons, senior forward, number 34, Andre Bledsoe. All right, here we go. Get your seatbelt on. It's going to be a wild ride tonight.
I think another thing that, the fans can watch for tonight, what we've seen in some of these early meetings as well, is that really a lot of the difference has been at the free throw line. Bowling Green had 81 free throw attempts in the first 3 games to the Dragons 52.
Oh, absolutely.
So that's a big factor right there. So the Dragons need to stay out of foul trouble and keep Bowling Green off the line. So
all right, the tip will go to Scooter Hollis. He's going to go all the way to the rim. Bad shot off the side of the backboard. Donovan Hazel with the rebound. Here comes the Dragons. Just underway, folks. 4th Region Championship here at E.A. Diddle Arena. Bledsoe has it, top of the key. Still has his dribble alive. Fakes the shot. Kicks it out to Donovan. Guarded out there by Simmons. Norman has it. Kicks it back to Bledsoe. Over to Donovan from the Purple's bench. He has his dribble alive.
Kind of an interesting matchup, I think. You got Scooter Hollis on Andre Bledsoe. I'd like to see us maybe, post him up a little bit. He's got a size advantage there.
Yeah, we need to get that ball down in the paint. Walker has it, back to Bledsoe. Being real patient. A nice pass into Carver. He lost it. Sal kicks it up over to Fant, and he gets the layup to go. There's 1 turnover, led to 2 points. I thought that was a foul right there.
Another turnover for the Dragons.
2 straight turnovers. This time it's Simmons, and he lays it in. Nice shot off the glass, 4-0 Bowling Green. Johnson about lost it, kicked it over to Walker, back to Johnson. Now to Donovan. In the corner. They get it down to Carver. Lays it up, missed the shot.
Got to use the backboard on that one.
Well, I think when he bumped into down there, drew some contact. The 3 by Fant.
Somebody lost him. He was standing wide open here on the 3-point line.
7-0 Bowling Green after the 3-pointer by Fant. It looks like everything going right here in the early going.
Quick 30-second timeout for the Dragons.
Well, we'll stay right here. A couple turnovers led to 4 easy points, and then the three by Fant right there. And that's all the scoring so far.
6:22 left here in the first quarter, and obviously Dragons got a goose egg. We need to get them off of that here, Sean. See if we can't get a good offensive possession this time and get on the scoreboard.
You're right about that.
Coach Unsel's already got the stare down going on over there on the sidelines for the Dragons.
All right.
He wasn't very happy with that start.
Bledsoe inbound to Walker. Gets it back to Bledsoe, over to Johnson. Watch it. That's where they want to trap you. Johnson goes in. A lot of contact. Nothing. Good Lord. Call a foul down there. Sal goes in. No good. Carver with the big, strong rebound. He kicks it out to Johnson. Here we go. Over to Carver. Back to Walker.
We saw last night Russell County got a lot of easy buckets, off of the pressure.
Carver with the shot, in and out. Donovan with the rebound. Goes up off the glass and missed it. Got the rebound back. He's going to draw the foul.
It's like there's a lid on the bucket down there, Sean. Got to get that one off.
Here comes Chris Porter Bunton will check in for the Dragons. Byron Carver will take a seat here at the 5:42 mark. That foul, who's that foul?
That was on
Scooter
Hollis,
his first, team's first. First of the game for either team.
We actually got Blue Tisdale coming in for Scooter Hollis.
Oh, nice run right there. Beautiful pass. Bledsoe off the window for 2.
Good pass by Norman Johnson Jr. there.
The Dragons get on the board, 7-2 Purples. Fan has it. Kicks it over to Sal. You know, he had a real good game at Bowling Green.
Yes.
The first meeting. There's a 3. No good. Tipped. Blue Tisdale gets it. Hunter comes down with it. He puts it up. No good. Somebody pull a rebound. There it is.
Donovan Hossel's got it.
Donovan Hossel has it. He goes by Sal. He stops him right there. Kicks over to Johnson. A little jumper. No good.
Short.
The Dragons are coming out shooting very poorly in early going. He got up in the air, nowhere to go.
Yeah, there we go. Going to have a foul on Jalen Hunter.
And you're right, Jim. Jalen Hunter will pick up the cheap foul. That'll be his first foul, team's second. Still 7-2, 4:47 to go.
Justin Wright comes in for the Purples along with number 40, Joseph Ayers for the Purples. And for the Dragons, we got Rondell Green in the game.
Porter Bunton back over to Rondell. We're going to get a foul on Blue Tisdale. It's good to see them call that. Bowling Green is notorious for getting their hands on you.
Yeah.
Porter Bunton looking to get it in, looking to get it into Green. Kicks it up to Walker. Oh, nice pass. Donovan lost it. He'll stay with the Dragons.
That was close to maybe being out on us, so I'm glad that they called it our way.
It looked like maybe Ayers got in there and poked it away. Carver will return. Bledsoe will take a seat. Rondell Green will trigger the inbound for the Dragons. Over to Walker, long 3, good.
He started that way last night, Sean.
Beautiful shot. We got 5 points off our inbound passes so far.
7-5, 4:24 to go here in the first quarter.
All right, Simmons breaks the pressure, still looking to drive. Rondell Green stops him and dump it down in the airs. Good D right there by Carver. Somehow Simmons lost it. They threw it out. Turnover. That's going to be Central's ball.
There we go. Good job, guys. We're just keeping it alive, and finally Bowling Green knocked it out of bounds. It was off on Blue Tisdale. They were trying to go for it.
Porter Bunt will inbound right in front of the Dragons bench. Gets it into Rondell Green. Back to Porter Bunt. Kicks it up to Walker. Over to Donovan Hossel. Nice move. Goes to the rim. Missed the shot. Knocked around. It's going to stay with Central.
Yep.
Ayers lost it out of bounds.
Ayers couldn't grab it. Didn't get 2 hands on it. And lost control. Knocked it out of bounds.
It's hard to believe this is D.G. Sherrill's 7th year at Bowling Green. Remember he's down in Allen County.
Yep.
Donovan puts it up. Missed it.
He's been short tonight. Just not going up aggressive enough yet.
Wright has it. He walked.
There you go.
Good call. That's an easy call to make. We got that one, didn't we?
Yes, we did. And we're not even wearing stripes. Well, maybe I am. Actually, the last game I was kind of surprised that, looking at some of the stats, Justin Wright, he shot 11 times in that last game for Bowling Green.
Well, he had a 5-point stretch where he really made a difference. We may get a timeout here.
Yeah.
Get it across. There's a bump. That's something that the Russell County folks were getting ill the other night about.
Yeah.
That back bump right there. Call that.
Well, the Russell County did a great job last night of kind of working through some of that pressure. And if we can do the same thing, we'll be a little patient, break some of this, we can get some easy buckets. Because Russell County did it last night, and we're certainly more athletic.
Rondell Green goes right by his man. Kissed her off the glass. He went right by.
Tied 7-all now, 3:17 to go.
Beautiful move right there. 7 up, folks.
Been 2 runs, 7 for Bowling Green to start, 7 right now for Central.
Ayers has it. Picks up his dribble, kicks it out to Sal. Long 3. Short. Tipped. Hollis comes down with it.
He walked, yep.
Looked like a travel. No call by the referee. Blue Tisdale drives in the paint, kicks it out to Simmons. Fakes the three.
There we go.
Nice
There we go.
charge
Nice
right
job.
there.
Nice job, Chris Bunt.
Chris Porter Bunton draws the charge.
That's already going to be is that the fourth team foul now?
Yes, it is.
So that's
Blue
two on Blue's
Tisdale's
team.
got two, and you know he's been a real factor in both games that they've won.
He was in double digits, Sean, on both of the games that Bowling Green won.
Porter Bunton will inbound to get to Rondell Green, guarded by Wright. Kicks it up to Donovan Hosel. Donovan goes around the back, goes again, lays it off the glass. And we're going to get a charge on Donovan.
Well, that's the first foul for the Dragons.
All right, we got Norman Johnson Jr. returning along with Andre Bledsoe. The first action tonight for Jacob Hall, number 11 on his back, the sophomore guard, will give Nay Walker a breather. Wright kicks it into Fant, back to Wright, over to Sal.
I thought he about walked there.
Up to Scooter Hollis, fakes a three, going to go to the rim, up and good. You know, I think it looked like he may have touched the line down.
Yeah, I thought he might have too, Sean.
Did you see that?
Yeah, looked like he was going to throw it in and kind of stepped over a little bit and then threw it.
Over to Hall, down the corner, Rondell Green. 9-7 Bowling Green. 2:12 to go. Long three by Johnson. No good. Tipped. Porter Bunton has it. Out to Rondell Green. Takes the jumper. Good.
Tell you what, that kid's going to be very good. He's going to be a special player.
Yes, he is. Just a sophomore. We're talking about number 5, Rondell Green for the Dragons. Hollis has it. Breaks over the timeline. Kicks it over to Fant. Back to Sal. Over to Hollis. Top of the key. Fakes a three. Gets a little closer. Missed the shot.
Two guys. There you go.
Jacob Hall comes down with the board. Over to Rondell Green. That's a tough place to pick your dribble up.
Yep.
Over to Porter Bunton right in front of the Bowling Green bench to Johnson. Back to Hall. Tipped away over there by number 3.
Jalen Wright.
It's Justin Wright there. It'll stay with the Dragons. Byron Carver will return. Chris Porter Bunton will go out.
Didn't Chris look a lot more comfortable here tonight early on?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Nathaniel Walker will come back in, and Rondell Green will take a seat. Rondell played some good minutes right there. $1:28 to go here in the first quarter. We're all knotted up at 9.
Orange Central fans gave Rondell a nice little hand as he came over the bench, too.
This game so far, Jim's been a game of runs. Bowling Green 7-0 run. Central with a 7-0 run. Then we each traded baskets. Long three by Carver. Ew, just missed it. Popped out of there. Bowling Green has it. Sal on the move. Over to Hayes. Hayes getting his first action. Over to Fant. Under a minute to go here, first quarter. We're all knotted up at 9.
Almost looks like they're going to maybe try to possibly hold it here for the last shot. Kind of early in the quarter.
It looked like he may have walked right there.
He about threw it away as well. Nice save there by Nakarius Fant right here in front of us.
Boy, Fant had a big night, didn't he? What did he end up with, like 23
I think he had 22 last night,
22?
something like that. It was, yeah, you had a fine ball game.
They needed every one of them. That Russell County group give Bowling Green all they wanted. Led for most of that game. Clock still running. Fant's just out there dribbling.
Bowling Green looks a little confused. They're kind of talking to each other out there a little bit, but I hope they stay confused the rest of the 10 seconds here.
All right.
Oh, boy. That seemed a little tick-tack.
Boy, where was that at?
Foul on Norman Johnson Jr. Boy, I'm not sure about that one, Sean.
I thought he called a walk.
With all the hands, I did too. With all the hands and everything that they typically allow, that was kind of a tic-tac foul, I thought.
That's horrible. All right, Sal will inbound to kick it back out to Fant in the backcourt.
Good job by Nate Walker to kind of pressure him a little bit.
See, they get a stop. Long three, no good. Drake Riley just come in, got the rebound on that, and that'll do it for the first quarter. Nothing solved so far. What a surprise.
Both teams filling each other out a little bit here early on, it looks like.
Absolutely. We're all knotted up at 9. Stay tuned for second quarter action in a moment. All right, folks, welcome back to EA Diddle Arena, where the Dragons are taking on the Purples for the third straight year in this Region 4 championship game. We're all knotted up at 9. Warren Central will get the first possession. You got a score on that Western game?
Haven't heard anything yet. I was going to try to see if I can find any information on it.
Kick it down into Carver. We're going to get a charge on Carver. Unfortunate because he had the drop on Hunter.
That's his first foul, the third for the team here early in the second quarter.
Carver's going to take a seat quickly. Here comes Andre Bledsoe. So it's Bledsoe, Porter Bunton, Walker, Johnson, and Riley. Kick it down into Hunter. Walker tried to draw the charge. No call. Almost an over and back. Porter Bunt take the little jumper. Good.
Boy, he looked good on that one.
He faked out Fan. He went flying by him. Real patient right there. And he got the deuce to go. Hollis takes a jumper. He's short. Rebound stolen by Porter Bunton. Mad scramble. We're going to get a jump ball.
It'll be Bowling Green's ball. Chris kind of stumbled coming out. He did a good job pulling the rebound away, but just kind of stumbled trying to secure it. Been a game of runs. We were talking earlier, Sean. It's also been a game of runs on the fouls. 4 to start off the game with Bowling Green, and 3 in a row now here for the Dragons.
Definitely. The jump ball goes to Bowling Green. Sal has it. Kicks it over on the right side, right in front of us to Fan. Over to Hollis. Top of the key. Back to Sal. They get it down in a block to Simmons. Tough turnaround. Got it to go.
That was a nice job. Using the backboard there, too.
We're all tied up at 11. Bledsoe will bring it up himself.
It's one thing our big guys can handle the ball.
Over to Walker. Porter Bunton fakes a three, goes into the paint, kicks it off to Norman. Little jumper by Norman, no good. Tipped. Norman had it, lost it, gets it back.
Going to have a foul on Bowling Green, it looks like.
Yeah, we're going to get a foul.
Maybe we can get another run of fouls with them going then. I got an early score here for Western. Early in the first half, the score's tied at 14 for Western and North Texas.
Well, I hope the Toppers are able to pull it out. What are they looking for, 4 wins in 4 days?
That would be great to have.
Yes, it would. Ray Harper's doing a fantastic job. Hazel has it, hands it off to Walker. Puts one dribble down, back to Riley, over to Donovan Hazel on the left side.
See if we can get Donovan going here. He's been a little short on some of those shots here early on.
He hadn't scored yet. Let's go, Donovan. There's Riley, a long three. No good. Rebound. Bledsoe had it, lost it.
Andre had good position there, but
that's a tough one. Andre usually hangs on to that when that thing went out of bounds. Over to Bowling Green. Simmons over to Fant. Over to Sal. He gets it across the timeline, guarded by Donovan. Ooh, almost a steal there by Bledsoe. Kick it down into Hunter. He turns. Bad shot. Hazel with the rebound. Kicks it off to Norman. Here goes the Dragons. Norman on the move. Going to go all the way in and get a push from behind.
Yep, I believe it's going to be on Fant, too. That's going to be his second.
He got both hands up on his back. Saved the layup.
I think they called it a foul then.
Wow.
That was good for Bowling Green because I thought it was Fant that was up behind him there, but I guess we got the foul on Bowling Green. That's their 5th. Actually, that's their 6th here in the first half.
Well, this is good for Warren Central. We talked about Bowling Green shooting 30-some more free throws than us in the meetings. You know, we're in the bonus the rest of the half here now. Johnson has over to Rondell Green right in front of the Purple's bench. Puts one dribble down. There's Donovan with the jumper. Missed it. Norman tapped it out of there, but it'll go out of bounds. You know, that's a shot that Donovan's really comfortable with right there.
Yeah. I also like possibly a matchup here for us, too, Rondell Green with the Sal kid guarding him. All
right, Sal has it over to Simmons. Finds Fan on the right side. Back to Simmons in the middle. Gets it across the timeline. Donovan on him. Passes it over to Sal. Kicks it over to Hollis. Sal went down for a minute. He's back up. We're all tied up at 11. Low-scoring game.
Yeah, it is.
Both teams are really filling each other out here. There's a little bump, no call. Pull up Jay, in and out. Rebound, Rondell Green, he's off and running. Green goes all the way and scoops it in for two. Got the rebound and went coast to coast was Rondell Green.
I think maybe it had been Scooter Hollis was maybe lined up there thinking he might possibly have Rondell run into him, and Rondell just went around him. Nice athletic move and laid it up and in.
Wow. What a move by Rondell Green, and that will give the Dragons a 2-point lead here, 13-11 at the 4:35 mark. So far, Jim, it's been a low-scoring contest.
Yeah, it has. I think both teams are trying to see how this game's going to kind of play out. 30-second timeout there for Bowling Green. So we got a 13-11 score for Warren Central, 4:35 to go here in the second quarter.
All right, after the timeout by D.G. Sherrill, Simmons will inbound it down on the baseline under the Dragons' goal.
Looks like maybe Chris Porter Bunton and Byron Carver came into the game there at the timeout.
So we got Donovan Hosel, Norman, Johnson Jr., Carver, Chris Porter Bunton, and Rondell Green. That's the five for the Dragons. Simmons, Fant, Sal, Hunter, and Hollis. Oh, nice move right there. They got it down in the paint. Yeah. Jalen Hunter was able to get it to go over Big Byron Carver. And that's Jalen's first 2 points of the contest. Almost a foul. Norman is able to hang on to it. They find Donovan. Kicks it off to Porter Bunton. Long jumper. In and out.
Well, that looked good.
Boy, it did. Just popped out of there. We've had several shots like that tonight. The rebound went to Jalen Hunter. Fan has it over to Sal. 13 all. Tough move right there. Scooter Hollis missed the shot. There's a foul.
It's going to be on number 10.
And we'll be shooting some free throws.
Just make them good like last night, Doc.
No, that's on Scooter Hollis.
Oh, that's his second.
That's his second foul, the senior guard for the Purples.
We got Blue Disdale coming back in. That's got 2 fouls for the Purples, and along with Jalen Wright, Scooter Hollis, and Sal are going to take a seat.
Justin Wright back in. You know, he's a nice player, the junior.
Nate Walker came in there as well and coming in for Norman Johnson Jr.
All right, Donovan Hosel at the line, 1 in a bonus. First shot in the air. Oh, missed it. Well, we got to get Donovan going, folks. He still hadn't scored in this game. You know, that's always a spot that you can get yourself going if you're a scorer.
He did a lot last night.
Is that the free throw line? Tough shot, out of control. Spun in there, lost it. Donovan comes down with the rebound. I'll tell you one thing, he's been a rebounding machine down there.
Yeah, he has been.
Rondell Green goes off the glass, missed it. Bunton had it.
Bunton, I think.
Bunton had it over the top, tried to get it to go, wouldn't do it. They're going to nail him with a foul. That's going to be his first, team's fourth.
Still all tied up, 13 all here, Sean. Over halfway gone here in the second quarter.
I tell you what, low-scoring game. We're tied up at 9. Only 4 points scored here so far on each side in the second half. But, you know, games like this are rarely won in the first half. So.
I agree.
Blue Tisdale has it. Drives in. Nice move. Tapped around. Tisdale comes back in.
That's going to be on us. So I think it might be on
it's on
Andre.
Bledsoe.
It's his first. That's going to be the team's 5th.
That's kind of a tough foul. They were beating and banging in there.
Yeah, he was a little behind, behind the big guy there for Bowling Green.
A lot of pushing and shoving. They get it out to Wright. Poked away. Wright gets it back. Good hustle by Nathaniel Walker. He tried to jump on that ball. Back to right. Knocked the
there we
turnover.
go.
Blue Tisdale lost it. Hall finds Porter Bunton. Pulls up his dribble. Back to Hall. Swings it out. Long three by Walker. Good. Three-pointer by Nathaniel Walker.
Jacob Hall made some things happen there for us.
Jacob was very patient on that. Found the open man. 16-13 Dragons.
Picked up the steal off of the deflection and made some good things happen on the offensive end, too.
Blue Tisdale out to Simmons. Going to go in. He stepped on the baseline, didn't he?
Oh,
that's a terrible call. Oh. I'm pretty sure that's 2 calls this guy has done tonight.
Yep.
That makes no sense to anybody.
I'm like you. I thought when he did his jump stop, I mean, we're here on this end of the court, and it looked to me like when he did his jump stop, he was right there on the line.
Well, most of the time,
he had no way. He was no way he could make that bucket.
But when you do a jump stop, you either got to shoot it or pass it.
That's right.
You don't get to do a jump stop and just kind of hang out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I thought that was a horrible call. It's the second one.
6th foul on the Dragons.
It's a second one on Porter Bunton.
Darian Simmons makes the first free throw to make it 16-14 with 2:04 to go here in the second quarter.
19-18, North Texas lead by 1. 8:20 to go in the first half.
Simmons hits the second free throw, and he's going to take a seat. Number 14, Devin Hayes coming in for him, the sophomore guard.
We're at the 2:04 mark here in the first half, 16-15. Dragons a little low scoring tonight.
Jalen Hunter came in the game, too, for Joseph Ayers.
Donovan has it. Kicks over to Jacob Hall. Over to Carver. Finds Walker. A little bump. Carver still has his dribble alive. Kicks it to Hall. Back to Donovan. I like to see Donovan go a little bit. See if he can take Blue off the dribble.
Well, he's got 2 fouls, too. Might not be a bad time to try to take him to the bucket.
Walker has it. He's going to try to go baseline. Tough shot. Should be dragging ball, and it is. Good D right there by Jalen Hunter. That's 2 moves. That's 2 times that Walker's tried that baseline move in the last 2 games, and that's a tough place to go in. You got to get on the other side of the rim to make it happen.
It's almost like he's leaving.
Nice when they get it into Bledsoe. He kissed her off the glass.
We have got several points off of that inbounds play tonight
that's
already.
7. That's 7 of the 18 so far is off the inbounds. Sal gets it up to Hollis, back to Sal. Approaching the 1 minute mark.
Yeah, we were talking about Nay. Yeah, you agree. He's leaving the floor a little early. He needs to be able to get to the other side of the rim.
Kick it out to Blue Tisdale. Gets in the paint. Kicks it over to Hollis. Back to Sal.
Bowling Green must see something with us because they're trying to. They didn't last night. They didn't run that.
They're doing the weave out here in front of
and trying to cut it to the basket. They didn't do that a lot last night against Russell County. So it's either something from a matchup standpoint that they like.
All right, the ball was knocked out by Warren Central. Oh, man, look at here. You can never let that happen. He bounced past one in the paint, and Hunter got it to go and drew the foul. The foul's on Jacob Hall. And now Hunter's got a chance to tie this game up at 18.
Yeah, our 2 big guys fell asleep a little bit on that.
Jalen Hunter to line, shooting 1. Ball in the air. No good. Rebound, Andre Bledsoe. Kicks it over to Jacob Hall.
Coach Unsel holds up one finger to try to get us to hold the ball here for a shot to end the half.
That's a long clock.
Yes, it is.
43 seconds to go here in the first half. Dragons lead by 1, 18-17. Hall gives it up to Carver. Bowling Green just content to sag back, like the Dragons were at the end of the first quarter. We're at 25 seconds.
Yeah, Byron don't have to go anywhere right now at this point. So
he may burn a timeout right here, too.
Yeah, you could.
Maybe not. We got a couple guys ready to check in for the Dragons.
Coach Unsel's calling out a play over here. Basically 10 seconds to go here at this point.
All right, they give it to Walker. 7 seconds. Walker takes it. He goes up. He's going to get. It won't be a 3, I don't think, because he passed it. Let's see how they call it.
He's calling 1-1.
If he would have went on and shot it, he would have been shooting 3. Instead, he gets the 1 in the bonus. with 5.3 seconds to go here in the first half.
A couple of defensive substitutions here. You got Ryan Talent coming in the game for the Dragons.
That's his first action.
Yes,
tonight.
it is. He gave us some good minutes last night. And then also Chris Porter Bunton coming back in the ball game.
Okay, Nathaniel Walker at the line shooting one in a bonus. Ball in the air. Missed it. Man, what are we doing? Hollis is going to go all the way. No good. It won't count. That's going to end the first half. Bowling Green's wanting a foul on that. Hollis didn't get it. 1 half in the books. 18-17. Dragons lead by 1.
DG trying to get him to get a call there coming off the court.
Forget it, DG.
Yeah.
No call. Dragons lead 1 at the half. We'll be back with second half action momentarily. Stay tuned to the War Production Radio Network.
All right, folks, we're back. A minute 22 to go here before we start the third quarter. We're going to go through some of the stats here in the first half. Obviously, not a whole lot of stats to go through, Sean, because not a lot of scoring. For the Dragons, they're 18 points, being led by Nathaniel Walker, 2 3-pointers. He's 2 for 2 from the three-point line. We also have 6 points from Rondell Green, came off the bench and helped us out. 4 points for Andre Bledsoe. And 2 points for Chris Porter-Bunton. So actually two starters there, Byron Carver and Donovan Hossel, both with goose eggs. So that's kind of unusual for us. We had 5 turnovers in the first half. The big stat I see there was we were 0 for 2 from the free throw line, and both of those were front end and the 1 in the bonus. For Bowling Green, they're 17 points. So they're being led by Jalen Hunter with 5. Macarius Fan had that one early three-pointer where he was wide open. That's his 3 points. Blue Tisdale has 3. A couple other guys off the bench. Devin Hayes with 1 point. I'm sorry. I was looking at the wrong stat there, Sean.
That's all right.
We had Darian Simmons has got 6. Fant's got 5. Jalen Hunter with 4 for their 17. So really, Bowling Green on 2 points for Scooter Hollis as well. So they, basically have 4 guys that make up all their scoring. So and they have 5 turnovers as well, and they were 2 for 3 from the three-point line in the first half. So we're getting ready to start here the third quarter. Looks like the starting 5 for the Dragons are in. Donovan Hossel, Norman Johnson Jr., Nate Walker, Byron Carver, and Andre Bledsoe. The Dragons have the ball on the side out of bounds.
All right, here we go. Donovan Hossel to inbound. Gets it into Byron Carver, standing on the red towel. Second half underway. Dragons lead 18-17. Johnson has it over to Walker. Down into Carver, faces up. Kicks it out to Bledsoe, guarded by Hollis. Johnson right there at the elbow with the jumper. Good.
Nice patience there for the Dragons.
Good to see Norman knock down that J. Dragons lead 20-17. Simmons over to Fant. Kicks it out to Sal on the red towel of WKU. Has his dribble alive. Over to Hollis. Johnson on him. Hollis skips around, hands it off to Fant. We're going to get a foul on Walker.
Got his hand in there on him.
That's going to be his first foul.
That's not a bad foul, though. The guy might have had a break towards the bucket. That's not a bad foul, in my opinion.
Yeah, you may be right on that one. It looked like he did have a step right there. All right, Sal kicks it into Hollis in the backcourt. He brings it up, gives it back to Sal. 2017 Dragons. We're at the 7-minute mark in the third quarter of this the fourth region championship, brother. Down into Hunter. Puts one dribble down, kicks it out to Simmons. He walked right there, no call. Nice rebound by Johnson. Johnson kicks it up to Bledsoe. Bledsoe will bring across the timeline to Walker. Walker's going to take that 3. They're going to leave him alone. Bam! I saw that one coming, didn't you, Jim?
Yes, he did. He lined it up. No one there on him.
Yeah, they backed off of him.
About the same spot where Fant was in the first half when Central left him wide open.
23-17. Nice move right there by Fant. Little hop, skip, and a jump, and Fant got it to go. 23-19, Warren Central. Johnson over to Donovan, standing on the U of WKU. Finds Walker, down into Carver, lays it up and in. Beautiful interior passing by the Dragons. 25-19, they throw it away.
Sal threw it out of bounds. Had a score a little earlier, too, on the Western game. It was basically like 4 minutes to go. North Texas was up by 2 points, 28-26.
Well, my man Ken Stovall has been texting me, giving me updates. All right, it's 30-28. Oh, that should have been a block.
Oh, man.
It's 30-28, 1:41 to go in the first half. Western's got the ball.
That wasn't really a good choice there for Nate Walker.
I'm not so sure that wasn't a block.
Well, I agree with you, Sean.
He was already sitting down.
Yeah, he was certainly leaning in that.
Hey, the clock hadn't started.
Well, he hasn't picked it up.
There you go.
Yep.
I was looking up here. I was like, what's going on? I don't know why you would do that.
Yeah, me either, but
Hollis spin moves. Nice move off the glass for 2. 25-21. They get it up to Bledsoe. Good job by Jalen Hunter. Johnson goes in. Scoop missed it.
Oh, come on. He was out.
I
That's
don't
two
know
calls
about,
down there in that baseline by the same referee that I'm not so sure about.
I don't know about that one. I thought Norman got back in.
Yeah, because Bowling Green knocked the ball loose. 2 guys are fighting for it. The ball bounced on the floor, and
I don't get this whole not touching the ball thing. Get somebody back here. That's annoying. All right, Hollis drives in. They stop him on the baseline. Brings it back out.
looks like Blue Tisdale came in during that last timeout for the Purples for Sal.
Fan has it now. Over to Simmons. Guarded by Bledsoe. Down into Hunter. They find Blue.
I believe that was Donaldson's man. He left him and made him pay.
They found Blue Tisdale on the baseline, and he got it to go. All right, Johnson has it. There's a foul on Fan.
It's going to be Fant's second foul. It's the first team foul for the Purples here in the second half.
4:55 to go, third quarter, 25-23 Dragons. Donovan's going to take it out right in front of us. Gets it into Walker. Walker over to Johnson. Johnson has it, kicks it over to Donovan. Let's see if we get Donovan in the scoring column here. Johnson goes around Blue, puts it up, missed the shot, tipped. Come down there, Jalen Hunter has it. Good strong rebound by Hunter. Norman had a good drive, just couldn't get it to go.
Yeah, he had his man beat. Of course, it closed pretty quickly as well, too. Hunter came in there and put a hand up.
Simmons has it. Kicks it over to Hunter. He's behind the 3 line. Gives it back to Fant. Walker on Fant. Hollis trying to break free. Johnson on him. Simmons going to go in. Kicks it back out to Hunter. Here's a jumper. Good. You don't see a lot of that out of Hunter.
No, that's a nice shot.
Good-looking J by Jalen Hunter. Almost a turnover. Somehow Dragons got it back. Norman has it. Kicks it over to Donovan. He's going to go all the way in and good. There he is.
There we go. Maybe we can get him going now.
His first 2 of the night after having 26 last night. 27-25 Dragons.
I'll take 26 the second half. It'd be all right.
Absolutely.
And hopefully that's 2 of many to come.
That was a good-looking drive. He took the baseline off the window for 2.
Good job by Norman finding him, too. You know, he saw that he had advantage. 2 guys kind of converged on Norman and gave Donovan the avenue to the bucket that he needed.
We're approaching the 3-minute mark. Hollis goes all the way in.
I believe Norman's going to pick up a foul there.
You just got to stay in front of Hollis. That's easier said than done.
Well, so far in this third quarter, we're starting to see Bowling Green get to the free throw line, which, neither team did much of in the first half.
First shot by Hollis. Up and good. 27-26, Dragons by 1. 3:06 to go here in the third quarter.
We have a couple substitutions in. Rondell Green in for the Dragons, and also Chris Porter-Bunton, Andre Bledsoe, and Norman Johnson take a seat.
Second shot is good by Hollis. He's going to get a rest here at the 3:06 mark.
Yeah, Jalen Wright coming in for him off the bench.
Justin Wright, I believe.
Yeah,
Justin Wright.
Justin Wright, okay.
All right, they get it into Walker. Walker finds Donovan. Goes through his legs, double team, spins out of there, gives it up to Big Byron Carver. He got it to go.
That was certainly a mismatch, and we took advantage of it.
Simmons has it. A little pressure applied by the Dragons. They break the pressure and give it to Blue. Blue gives it back to Simmons. Fant behind the 3 line, back to Blue Tisdale. He's going to go all the way in, throws it up and in. You don't see that happen too often. He beat Donovan off the dribble. There's a long 3 by Walker, no good. Air ball. Hunter pulls it out of the sky. Bowling Green on the move. There's a long three. Good by Fant. That's the first lead in a long time for the Purples.
Full timeout for the Dragons.
Fant was left wide open, and he got it to go, and that's his 10th point. 32-29 here with 2:16 to go in the third quarter. We'll be back in a moment. All right, here we go. After the full timeout by head coach William Munsell of the Dragons. Carver will inbound. He gets it up to Rondell Green. Rondell Green on the move. Goes right around. Going to go all the way in and score the bucket. He goes all the way in. Justin Wright was riding his hip, and he was going to the rack.
That's textbook, Sean. That's really what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to keep going until somebody tries to stop you. No one stopped him, so he took it all the way to the bucket.
Beautiful move by the sophomore guard, number 5, Rondell Green. He took him all the way.
A couple substitutions there. We got
here's the free throw by Green. Up and in.
got Jacob Ball and Andre Bledsoe into the game for Nate Walker and Byron Carver.
We're all knotted up at 32, approaching the 2-minute mark here in the third quarter. Fan over to Simmons.
Been a little bit more offense this second half so far, hasn't it?
Yeah, a little bit. Simmons going to go all the way in on Hazel off the window. You got to hunker down and let him charge right there.
Yep.
Bledsoe has it. A little bit of trouble. Better go.
Yep.
A 30-second timeout, a good call by William Munsell. We weren't going to get that thing across.
Yep, and he's making a substitution. He's not happy with somebody. I believe it's Chris Porter Bunton. I'm not sure. Felt like maybe he should come and help his teammates out a little bit. So,
well, the 30-second timeout will leave, I believe, 2 timeouts the rest of the way for Warren Central now.
Yeah, it is. I want to give a shout-out to my 4-year-old grandson, Mason. Mason Moxley, I know you're listening out there. I got a good story to tell you. We were talking a little bit about the Toppers playing tonight. And of course, he loved to watch Big George play the last couple of years for the Dragons.
Oh, yeah.
And he asked this question of his mom today is, why did George get cut from the Dragons? He couldn't understand that he graduated and went to college to play for the Hilltoppers. So.
Yeah. There's a turnover. Hollis comes up with it, kicks it out to Blue. Over to Simmons. Hands it off to Fant. Fant, tough shot, throws it up, no good. 2 Dragons are there, and I think they knocked it out of each other's hands. Little one-hander by Hollis goes. We had the board right there, and I think we knocked it out of our hands.
I think 2 guys fighting for it.
Donovan has it.
And turnover again. That's 3 turnovers in a row coming down the floor, Sean. Getting a little rattled here. It's almost like, we're trying to rush.
Well, that's a tough place to even go with it. You want to get it out away from the sideline.
Looks like we might have an injury over here, too. Maybe Lou Tisdale sitting over here on the sidelines.
He didn't play in the first district game when they played Warren East. I didn't know what was wrong with him, but I knew he wasn't in uniform. Hopefully he's okay.
Well, the Dragons going to have to turn up the defensive pressure here a little bit now. And a couple substitutions, Norman Johnson Jr. and Chris Porter Bunton back in the game or whatever. Coach has got a couple of his starters over there. He's over there giving a little lecture to, trying to
Trying to rally the troops.
Yeah, trying to get them to slow down maybe just a little.
36-32. The Purples looking for more.
Well, another offensive glass down there for the Purples, too. That hurt us in that last game. You know, they had several offensive rebounds.
Yeah, they did.
Same thing happened on that last play. Oh, good job. Nice
job
hands
right
by
there.
Andre.
Drake Riley come down with the basketball. Jacob Hall over in the corner and Porter Bunton. They get it down in Andre Bledsoe. They get a travel out of it.
I didn't see that one, but he was a little closer than we were.
That's tough. I thought they were blowing the whistle for the foul.
Well, you got to think Bowling Green's going to try to hold it here for the last shot of the quarter.
I tell you what, points are at a premium, 36-32. The Purples lead this one. 24 seconds to go, third quarter. Hollis has it, guarded by Johnson. Hollis kicks it back out to Simmons. Long three, you got to be kidding.
Get it in quick, guys.
The three goes for Hayes. Picked it up and threw it in. Ridiculous. First points of the night. Hayes hit a huge shot right there. 39-32. 3 quarters in the books. Stay tuned for the fourth quarter in a moment. All right, here we go, folks. Fourth quarter action underway. Hey, before we forget about it, Jim, let's give a shout-out to our sponsors tonight, Moore Production. Junior Duff, Patrick Edmondson, wonderful job as always. And, of course, the batter's box on Old Louisville Road. Rick Alfonso and Derek Alfonso out there. Go out there and see them for your softball and baseball private lessons. All right, here we go, fourth quarter. Hollis has it, goes all the way in, kicks it off to Hunter, up and in. 41-32. The Dragons better get going quick. They find Johnson, gets it across the timeline. Over to Walker. Down in the paint to Carver. Goes all the way in, lays it up and in.
Good strong move by Byron there.
Goes right up over Hunter for the 2. Simmons has it. He pretty much created every bit of that.
Yeah, he did. That was a smart move. I'll give him credit on that. It was a smart move. Donovan just a little out of control, trying to get up the floor. And
Blue Tesdale will take a seat. Looks like KHSAA will return.
Only a second foul for Donovan, fourth for the team here in the second half. Ooh, boy, I thought he about had that ball up in his body.
Well, he did. He had it. Looked like he had it right on his upper leg there.
Yeah.
Sal has it. Under 7 minutes to go in the contest. Simmons kicks it off to Hollis.
They're doing this little bob and weave again.
Well, I remember a few years back they did that to Franklin in the championship game, but Franklin was content just to let them do it.
Yeah. That was the year I believe they had Barksdale as their guard, wasn't it?
Yes.
Good job.
I don't know what that was from Clay
I think he was
Sal.
trying to throw it up to Jalen Hunter, and we'll take it, though.
Let's make him pay for that. Johnson kicks it off to Donovan. Finds Nate Walker. 41-34, Purples.
Oh, boy, Nate was open there for a second.
There's Bledsoe looking down into Carver. Couldn't get it to him. Kicks it out to Johnson. Donovan goes into the paint. Got to move. Hands it off to Johnson. It's going to go all the way in. Got it to go.
Put it up high off the glass. Good move by Norman Johnson.
Some real patience shown right there by the Dragons. 41-36. Simmons has it, dribbling on the red towel, approaching the 5-minute mark now. Somebody's got to step up and take a charge.
We got to do a better job in defense.
That was bad. Play a little help D right there. Hazel has it right in front of our table. 43-36. They dump it down into Carver. Sandwiched. Carver puts it up and in.
Tough bucket right there for the Dragons.
Boy, Carver, the last 2 trips look phenomenal. That's 8 points for Byron Carver, the sophomore.
Well, got the miss we needed, but
they get a foul on Byron.
A little bit of a reach in. That's going to be Byron's second and the team's 5th.
Wasn't much of a foul down there.
I guess they haven't blow the whistle a lot. I guess they feel like they've got to blow it a little bit this second half. Seems like a lot of times, though, this second half when they have, it's been against the Dragons.
Hollis at the line shooting 2, got the first one to go.
Yeah, he's dangerous right there at the free throw line for sure.
Yeah, he's a gamer. I mean, a solid athlete.
Quarterback the football team to a state championship.
Yes, he did. Very impressive. Hollis at the line. Second shot coming. Ball in the air. Good. 45-38 Bowling Green.
Back to a 7-point lead. 4:29 to go.
The Dragons need to cut into this thing. Start carving them up with my buddy Byron Carver again. Got the last 4 points for the Dragons. Get it in there. There it is. Well, they're all over him. Wow, the third foul, the second half.
I believe that's going to be on Ayers. Yeah, that's his first. Had a few little words there with Mr. Carver and Mr. Fant. Didn't seem to agree on something.
Again into Byron down the paint. Nice spin move. Goes up. He'll draw the foul. That's on 4-0, Mr. Ayers.
2 quick ones on him.
Back-to-back fouls for the sophomore. Byron Carver be at the line shooting 2 for the Dragons.
Mr. Carver's kind of got the eye of the tiger looking like right now, Sean. He looks like he's playing with a little bit of purpose.
First shot. Oh, bounced out of there. I tell you what, we have not helped. We haven't shot hardly any free throws anyway.
No, and the ones I think we're 0 for 3. We were 0 for 2 in the first half.
I don't know how you play a game against Bowling Green and not be fouled on anything. I mean, it's just amazing to me. As much as we go to the bucket. Second shot for Carver. Short. Threw up an air ball right there. You don't see that too often on Big Byron Carver.
Couple of substitutions here. Got Jalen Hunter coming back in for the Purples. And Rondell Green, Chris Porter Bunton, and Jacob Hall in here for the Dragons.
They can finally get it into Fant. Somebody needs to cut him off. They throw it down in there to Hunter. Missed the shot. Tip. Porter Bunton comes down with it. Off to Rondell Green.
Take it, Rondell.
Rondell goes all the way in.
Yeah, they're going to call him for the charge. But, I still like the play. I still like him being aggressive going to the bucket there.
I tell you, we're in an uphill battle right here, Jim.
Yeah, we're going to have to start making some plays. Our defense is going to have to start helping us out here a little bit, Sean. Maybe get a couple of quick transitions.
William Unsell barking about that last charge call. I don't like it when they're under the rim.
I think that's what Coach.
I have no idea why they call a charge under the rim.
We'll repeat it just like I did last night. It's a horrible call. There's no bearing on the call.
That's basically what Coach Unsel's.
Rondell's up in the air, laying it on the rim. I just don't get it. All right, here we go. Simmons has it.
We need a little push. We need some kind of push here.
Looks like he dribbled out of bounds. Tapped away. He'll stay with Bowling Green.
Guess Nate Walker got a hand in there. Donovan Hossel coming in the game. Okay, senior, you need to make something happen here.
45-38, 3:41 to go in the contest. A very low-scoring game.
Other than Bowling Green put up, I think, 22 points there in the third quarter.
That's 22 too many. Hollis goes into the paint, lost it, knocked around.
Oh,
well, they're getting every break down there, ain't they? Thing bounced around and stays with the Purples.
Jalen Hunter knocked that one out. I mean, Hollis, threw him a quick pass, and I didn't see any dragon hand on it, but
must have bounced off somebody's shoulder or something. Like to get it into Hunter. Back to Fant. 3:30 to go here in the contest. The Dragons trail 45-38. Yeah, we can't let them sit here and go in the four corners. Get out on him. It's time to make a play. Hollis goes in, missed the shot. Porter Bunton with the rebound. Oh, no! The turnover. Threw it right to Jalen Hunter. Chris Porter Bunton, a great rebound, and threw it away. And then they foul Hunter.
And you saw how Scooter Hollis was basically trying to keep Chris from getting in there to try to defend it too. But, obviously, typically referee's not going to call that.
Hunter will be at the line shooting too. Missed it.
Okay, hopefully let's get another miss here. We might need to be looking for some three-point shooters getting in here. Maybe Drake Riley time coming up or something. It looks like he's coming in the game. I called that one.
The senior Drake Riley waiting to come in. Second shot for Jalen Hunter. Got it to go.
So he's coming in for Chris Bunton, I'd say. That's going to be a timeout. Timeout for Bowling Green. They're full timeout.
A full timeout called by head coach D.G. Sherrill. 3:07 to go in the contest. Bowling Green leads the Dragons 46-38. Back in a moment. All right, welcome back to EA Dill Arena. Fourth Region Championship game. The Purples have got it on their side right now, 46-38. They lead the Dragons by 8 points. Hey, before I forget about it, I want to give a shout-out to Jacob and him down in Florida, my son Jacob. He's down there with another former Dragon, Troy Halcomb. They're down on spring break.
Come on, Dragons, you got to go.
I don't know if they're watching. Hopefully they are. Bring us some luck right here. All right, Johnson has it. They look for Riley. There's a block by Simmons. Riley trying to pull the trigger on the three. Simmons blocked it. It'll stay with the Dragons.
It took us a little bit to find him over there. He was open. by the time they got him the ball, defense had closed on him.
Donovan Hosel inbound. They get it down into Bledsoe. Hands it back to Donovan. Goes up and in for two. 46-40, Bowling Green.
Okay, we need a steal, guys.
Oh, man. He about walked with that one right there was Simmons.
Okay, a little bit of pressure here, guys.
Hollis goes in. Good job by Riley. Stops the movement by Hollis. They kick it out to Fant. 2:22 to go in the contest.
Well, they're going to be shooting a bonus, so we need a miss.
Probably fouled the wrong guy, but it's going to be hard to get it out of his hands.
Yeah. Well, right now you got to figure they're going to either try to get it in his or Scooter Hollis's hands.
Fant will be at the line. Shooting one in the bonus. Ball in the air. Good.
11 points now for the Carius Fant.
$47-40. We had not been able to cut into this thing at all. Missed it. Rebound. Look out! They get up to Riley. Fakes the three. Kicks it back out to Donovan for three. Short. Another foul. Well, I tell you, we're not playing anywhere near our capabilities.
No.
He was guiding that shot. I knew he was short as soon as it left his hand.
Yeah, I don't know. Everything's been short tonight, just about on every shot he's taken. It's almost like he's trying to will it in.
Back to one in a bonus with Fant. We got a break. He missed the second one. The Dragons didn't take advantage.
We just got to play right now. Just got to play and make the shots when you make them.
Got the first one to go. Back to an 8-point lead, 2:09 in the contest. Here comes the second shot. Got it to go. They lead by 9. They up the ante on that one. 49-40. Bledsoe has it. Well, I tell you, there's a lot of pressure. Kick it out to Riley for three. No good. Knocked around. Everything is going their way. Every ball been tipped has been going the Purple's way since the third quarter, Jim.
Got some defensive substitutions. Got Chris Porter-Bunton and Rondell Green coming in, and Jacob Hall. I think we're going to try to put a little pressure here, trying to see if we can get a steal.
We're in real trouble here, folks. 1:52 to go. 49-40. They get it into Fant. Up to Sal.
This is a guy I'd foul right there, though. He just came in off the bench, and
Fant throws it up.
oh, gosh.
Well, why can't we get a charge?
I mean, we just can't get a break. I believe that Bowling Green got that one because he's got the same haircut as D.G. Sherrill.
Fant will be at the line yet again, shooting two. Ten-point lead for the Purples, 50-40. What was it at the end of three, Jim?
Yeah, they didn't give us the. They didn't give us the stats for the second half or for the third quarter.
We haven't scored many points. I know that.
No.
Second shot for Fant, up and in. Dragons trail by 11, 1:39.
Coach trying to do some offensive, defensive changes here. You got Drake Riley coming in for Chris Porter-Bunton. Got to get it up quick. At this point, the unfortunate part, we got to start taking some chances.
Unsel's still barking about the charge on Rondell, but not getting it on this end. There's a foul. Let's see who they give it to.
It's going to be on Jalen Hunter. It's his second. I don't think he liked it. I guess he thought he had a block there.
DG's wanting to charge. Where at? I don't know what he was looking at.
He needs a charge.
I think you got the benefit of most in the second half.
Yeah, I believe he has. Yeah. Seemed like a lot of the whistles in the second half have been against the Dragons. But you got to give Bowling Green a lot of credit as well. They've made a lot of things happen.
They played very patient on offense. First shot up, good for Donovan.
And right there, I think, folks, is the first free throw we've made tonight. Goes with a minute 26 to go. First free throw that Warren Central's made.
You ain't going to win a game like that. I'm still dumbfounded how we don't get to the line any more than we do.
I don't think either team has, but...
second shot, up and in.
Okay, guys, let's get a turnover here.
The Dragons got 2 timeouts left.
You're going to have to pick your poison here, and, obviously whoever gets the ball, you're going to have to foul them at this point.
You got a foul right there.
Yeah, right here. You got it.
I don't know why they're not fouling right here.
Oh, man, you got to trap him in the corner.
You get it in his hands. He's been proven he can hit a free throw. I wanted to foul right here.
Yeah, I would have put Sal to the line if it was me. Just
foul Sal.
Yeah, definitely not the guy you want to foul either.
We get a block. The foul on Nathaniel Walker. That's his third. With 1:02 to go in the ball game.
Well, I believe the Bowling Green fans standing up over there, I believe they think they've got this one won, folks. But you know what? We can remember what happened last year. So
11-0 run to finish the game.
That's right. We get that right now, we're going to win this game too. So
I'm not going to count nobody out till the horn blows. That's for sure. 2 shots now for Hollis. Good. Well, we're not even going to make the bonus in the second half, Jim.
Nope.
We were in the bonus with 5:26 to go in the second quarter, and yet only shot 2 free throws.
That's right. Both of those were 1-and-1s that we missed, but
second shot for Hollis. Good. 53-42. Dragons are in big-time trouble. Rondell Green has it. Goes right around Hunter. Going to go all the way in. Lays it up for the layup.
There you go. Timeout. Going to use one of his last 2 timeouts here.
A full timeout called by head coach William Unso. A layup good by Rondell Green. And, that's 11 points.
Yeah, he's played very well tonight.
He's our leading scorer. 11 points for the sophomore guard, Rondell Green.
Got an update on the Western game. It looks like 15:40 to go. North Texas is up 41-40. It's the last score I've got.
Boy, what a ball game there. What a run by Western. Hopefully, Jim, they can complete it. That'd be really big for Ray Harper and his staff. And
well, we all know, from with the George Fant that's been in some of these battles in the 4th region the last couple of years. We know that kid's a winner.
Oh yeah.
You get some of those other attitudes. Derek Gordon obviously comes from a great program. Some of the experience these kids are going to get is going to help them over the next 2 or 3 years. And
oh, no doubt.
I like what I'm seeing out of the toppers.
All right, Simmons the inbound. They get it to Fant. Hands it back off to Simmons. There's the foul by Jacob Hall. Oh, the Bowling Green people are. That's the thing about Bowling Green. They get something.
Yeah, look at D.G. Sherrill over there calling for an intentional foul. I mean, yeah, we all know those are intentional fouls. He just, he fouled him. And
well, you get to. They played a really good second half. You got to give them credit. They had 17 points at the half. They got 54 right now. Second shot for Simmons. Good. The senior knocked them both down.
Oh, my
Dragons
goodness.
just threw it away. I don't know why that even happened.
Yeah, I'm not even sure why Rondell's looking at giving the ball up in that situation. I mean, you had a guy on him, but, Well, Sean, that right there could be the dagger for sure.
That's going to do it.
Especially you give them the ball, and you're more likely going to put them back at the free throw line.
They're already shooting 2 rest of the way. They foul Fant. Donovan Hosel gets the foul. It's his 4th. 47.8 seconds to go in this ball game. 4th region championship ball game. And the third time looks like it's going to be the charm for the Purples of Bowling Green. Ball in the air. Good.
Well, one thing it'll be interesting to see when we get the stats here in the fourth quarter. I mean, obviously they've shot a lot of free throws, but they've hit a high percentage of them too.
Yeah, we got behind, and we've had to foul and send them to the line. Second shot for Fant, up and in. 17 big points for Nicarius Fant. Almost a turnover again. Rondell Green has it in the corner to Riley. Long 3. Good. Drake Riley.
It's going to be our last timeout.
Yes, the senior Drake Riley hit the 3 out of the right corner right in front of us. That cut it to a 10-point game. 57-47. 39.2 seconds to go in this 4th region championship game. They called a full timeout. We'll step away too. Be back in a moment. All right, the players return to the floor. 39.2 seconds to go in the contest. Simmons will inbound on the baseline under the Dragons' goal. Purples lead by 10, 57-47. There's a foul by Jacob Hall. Will send Blue Edwards to the line to shoot 2.
It's going to be the offensive-defensive substitution again. You got Norman Johnson and Drake Riley sitting over on the sideline ready to come in. Hopefully somebody else can get up here. Maybe Mr. Tisdale can step up here and miss a couple.
All right, he's shooting 2. Here's the first one. Good.
Bowling Green's been solid from the free throw line tonight.
You got to give him credit where credit's due. And you were right about that, Jimbo Cummings. They've hit the free throws they needed to hit. They kept the Dragons at bay. And they're in good shape to cut down the nets here at Diddle Arena. Second shot coming for Blue Tisdale. Ball in the air. Bounced it in.
Got the roll.
All right, Johnson's on the run. That's where you just got to pass. He dribbled out of bounds. What'd be better if it was 59-58 right there?
Yeah, I agree.
Just to see the reaction from the Purple folks. Dribbling that thing on the line. All right, Rondell Green to inbound. Got to go. Kick it out to Donovan. He's going to go right around the defender.
How about a foul?
Well, they swallowed the whistle. Wow. Well, they coughed it back up.
Scooter Hollis basically undercut Donovan Hossel there. I'm telling you, it was right there in front of us, and the referee swallowed his whistle. The thing is, it's probably not going to make a difference. Well, you still got to make the call.
You could have had a 3-point play. Instead, we got a foul and put Hollis at the line. Only time is standing in the way of the championship for the Purples. Ball in the air. Good. You look over at the Dragon bench, and that pretty much says it all, don't it, Jim?
It does.
Second shot for the senior Hollis. Missed it. Lost it. Tisdale tapped it around, knocked it out of bounds. It'll go to the Dragons. 20.1 seconds to go in this ball game. They dribble through it. Long three by Walker. No good. What is
a foul?
Just run him over. No call. Man, I know they want to get home, but my gosh. They ran right over the top of Nate Walker. The Purples win this one 60-47. And the reign of the Dragon, the 2-year reign, is over as 4th region champions. The Purples win this one 60-47. We'll try to get some totals for you in a moment.
All right, fans, we're back here after the game. We're going to go through some of the stats. They're announcing the all-tournament team here as we speak. For the Dragons, they finished their season at 25-9, a total of 47 points. Leading the right way for us was sophomore Rondell Green with 11. Nate Walker had 9. Byron Carver with 8. Donovan Hossel had 6. Andre Bledsoe with 4. Norman Johnson with 4. Drake Riley ended his senior season with the 1 3-pointer for 3 points. And Chris Porter Bunton with 2. 13 turnovers for the Dragons in the game, and a total of 26 rebounds. For Bowling Green, they ended up with 60 total points. They're 29-6. They're going to represent the 4th region in the state tournament next week. They'll play next Thursday at 12 o'clock noon against the 8th region champion, which is being played tonight as well. I believe it was Oldham County, and I'm not sure who the other team was that was playing. Maybe Connor or something like that, I think, was the other team. But anyway, leading the way for the Purples was Macarius Fant, the sophomore guard, with 17 points. Had a fine ball game. Scooter Hollis had 13. Darian Simmons with 12. Jalen Hunter with 9. Lou Tisdale with 6. And Devin Hayes ended up with 3 for their total of 60. They had 9 turnovers and 24 total rebounds. Biggest difference in the game, obviously, we had to foul a lot, Sean, but the biggest difference really come down, finished the game, Bowling Green was 21 for 25.
Oh, absolutely.
At the free throw line.
Yeah.
For 84%, where the Dragons only shot 7 they only hit 3.
The second half, they were 19 for 22.
Right.
Now, obviously,
and we shot 5. We shot 5 free throws versus their 22 in the second half.
You're never going to win.
No, and that really, to be honest with you, we kind of talked a little bit about it, a little bit before the game. That really ended up the first 3 games. That was kind of the big difference, and ultimately in the second half, that ended up being the big difference as well for this ball game for the Dragons.
Well, once when Bowling Green got up, they were able to hang on the ball. And how many turnovers? They had 9 for the whole game.
Yeah, and
how many did we have?
We had 13. So I mean, those stats were fairly even. So.
But I mean, we weren't able to turn them over.
Of course, too, we were fouling some on purpose, and total fouls, for the game we had 22, and Bowling Green had 13. So, if you want, we can go through the all-tournament team. Like I said, they're announcing that, as we speak. 15 players made the all-tournament team for 2012, and I'll run through them here real quick. You had Jordan Kennedy for Russellville, Colby Langford for Clinton County, Parker Cash from Glasgow. Looks like Torrin Graham for Logan County. Nay Walker for Warren Central. Andre Bledsoe also for Warren Central. Sawyer Stallup for Clinton County. Clay Simmons for Barron County. Sawan Watkins for Logan County. Scooter Hollis from Bowling Green. Darian Simmons from Bowling Green. Tyler Robertson for Russell County. I like the way that kid played. He looked like a very solid player. Obviously, Quentin Ellis for Glasgow. Macarius Fant for Bowling Green, and rounded it out was Donovan Hossel for Warren Central.
Well, congratulations to all the Region 4 all-tournament team. Congratulations to all those players. Very well deserved. And congratulations to the Purples. Great ball game. Great game plan by DG Sherrill. The players executed it. Once they got ahead of us, we couldn't get them to turn it over. They were able to hang on to it. And like you said, the free throws come down to being the difference.
It was, and and again, got to give Bowling Green a lot of credit. They executed well in the second half. Once they got the lead, it was hard for us. I know the Dragon players have to be down, but obviously had a fine season. Have nothing to be ashamed of. William Unseld in his first year, ended up with a record of 25-9. Certainly nothing to be ashamed of. I know it's heartbreaking for the Dragons, but got a lot coming back, a lot to look forward to next year.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we're losing some great seniors, and we want to mention those. Andre Bledsoe, Norman Johnson Jr., Drake Riley, and Donovan Hazel. We're going to miss those seniors for sure, their leadership, their dedication to Warren Central.
Well, just what I've seen this year, too, though, Sean, I would not be surprised. I mean, you got to think going into next year that these two teams with, some of the depth that they have, you got to probably think that these are going to be the two favorites going into, 2013 season.
You're right about that. Well, that's going to wrap it up for everybody involved. For War Production, Junior Duff and Patrick Edmondson, and my partner tonight, Jim Cummings, this is Sean King saying good night, everybody, and God willing, we'll do it again.